Hi, I'm your host and medium, Angela McCullen. I'm here every weekday expanding on the daily card pull from my Facebook and Instagram, bringing you here on Divinely Connected more insight and divine guidance. Thank you for welcoming me into your day. This is your daily deep dive. Hi, I'm Angela, and you are listening to Divinely Connected. I am here with your daily deep dive for Thursday, March 14th. Today's card states, does your physical body reflect your spiritual body? Our physical body is what ties us to the human experience. Our physical body allows us to taste, touch, see, smell, and hear in ways we have never experienced before. The world we live in has a lot of opinions, ideas, and stereotypes boxing in our and even preventing the expression of ourselves. Today, the guides ask you, what does your body say about your soul? Is it in alignment with how you deeply feel? If the answer is no, it's time to do something about that. You know what? I have been posting daily cards over on my Facebook page for almost 8 years consistently. And I can't remember ever bringing in a message like this before. And I find it very intriguing because I did reflect on what my body says. And there is very much a misalignment. And so I really think that's going to be the theme of those who are tuning in today and go, what does that really even mean? So let's break it down. Does your physical body reflect your spiritual body? Meaning, do you present yourself, your hair, your clothes, your vibe, your style, right? Your expression of yourself? Does that reflect your inner self, right? And because, and I think because, we have just been experiencing such deep and dysfunctional diet culture that we tend to not look at anything else but the size or the shape of one's body. We don't look at it or even appreciate that it is an expression of ourselves. And some people do, and a lot of the times that can make you uncomfortable, but you think, oh, they're just different, or oh, I just don't like their style. But is that true? Or is it that they are so brave to express their true, authentic self? And so I think that this is such a deep, peel the layer back type of message that came in so unexpectedly today to remind us that our bodies are more than just a number on a scale or a trend to fulfill or a box to shrink ourselves into, and to look at our bodies as this magnificent being, this magnificent vehicle. We can't live without it, right? Like we can't. We cannot be here in this life without this body. And to look at it with appreciation and go, does this body reflect me? Does it reflect my love for myself, my appreciation for myself? Is that something I need to work on? Because this body is showing up every single day for you, even with all the nasty comments that you have said to it and the trenches that we've brought through it and the dysfunction that we put it through and the trauma that it has endured, and it still shows up doing its job, getting us around in this life, allowing us to taste beautiful foods and smell beautiful smells and experience our life in deep, deep ways. And yet there is still such a disconnect between us and our bodies. And in my opinion, I feel like that goes directly connected to the diet culture, because the only value that has been taught to us, that we have been conditioned to believe, is that how our body looks is its only worth and its only value. And ironically enough, to tune into the sarcasm, every year there's a different perfect body, so that there is 99% of us out in the world constantly feeling like I'm not good enough and I don't fit into that. That's not what my body looks like, right? And so we're constantly feeling less than. And we are definitely not expressing our true selves, not expressing or loving or even treating our bodies in the ways that it deserves. And so I just feel like we can really dissect today's message um, on so many deep levels. But I know you have places to be. So ask yourself, does your body reflect your soul? Ask yourself, do I appreciate everything my body does for me? And, I think it's fair to say we're all going to have to do some work on that one, to allow ourselves. Do we want to wear short hair? Do we love short hair? But we don't have the right body to have short hair, right? Do we love masculine clothes? Do we love young clothes? Whatever it is, we get to really come into this life and live it whatever way we want. But we have been robbed from the ability to allow ourselves to even figure it out on what we want. And so a lot of us just go, well, I'm in this age bracket. This is the clothes that I should be wearing. I'm in this pant size. This is the clothes that I should be wearing. And we don't even ask ourselves, what do I like? Do I even like what I'm wearing today? Do I even like my hairstyle? Do I feel like that represents the energy that I have? Does that represent who I truly am? Or am I just trying to fit in, blend in, fit into a box, etc.? And I think that this is something that is going to make us as a whole pretty uncomfortable, because I think it's really going to ignite some things that we haven't thought about before. And so I do encourage you to save this episode and circle back in a month or two. Come back to it, because this is definitely a deep one where there's been a lot of conditioning and belief systems around that there's going to have to be debunked and taken apart. And I think that this is a great seed to be planted, where we can kind of have that in our mind. And the next time we're shopping, or next time we get dressed for the day, just ask, like, why am I putting this on? Like, is this giving back the energy that I am bringing? Is my physical self representing my energetic self? Or am I dishonoring myself and disrespecting myself? Oh, I don't know. I feel like my mind is blown open a little bit. So yes, save this episode, circle back to it, and do some of that deep thinking. I'm going to leave that with you. Come back tomorrow for tomorrow's Daily Deep Dive.